Hello again, my little starlings. Markmaker here, giving you a follow-up to one of my previous videos. If you haven't seen my creepy fan wouldn't leave me alone video, which you really should, it's full of juicy drama and I worked really hard on it, so please go check it out, thank you. But if you haven't seen it, I mentioned at the end that the fan I'd been talking about in that video was not the worst fan I'd ever encountered. And plenty of you got curious about who is the worst fan I've ever encountered. Well, today, I'm gonna talk about him. Strap in, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, because this is it. Here we go. I'm gonna tell you all about the one, the only, Lucifer. Now, before I get started, I feel like I should mention his name isn't actually Lucifer. As big of an asshole as he was to me and several of my friends, I don't want to invite anyone to try and find and harass him. I just don't want to take any chances. Also, another thing I should mention is that a lot of this happened around 2019, and most of the evidence I had against him has almost completely vanished due to a variety of reasons. However, I was able to find a few screenshots, and I knew enough eyewitnesses to be able to document from group memory some of the things he did. So, if some of these events don't always segue cleanly from one into the other, now you know why. As with the previous video, this isn't intended to be a call-out in and of itself, rather just a recollection about a guy I don't like. You can feel free to take everything I say with a grain of salt. Finally, if you haven't already, I just want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel, as every bit of support really helps me out. With all that out of the way, let's get right into it. So, unlike Chad, from the very beginning, Lucifer showed clear and obvious signs of being a complete and total dickhead. As soon as he entered the picture on every site he became a part of, Twitter, Discord, and Amino most notably, he expressed a desire to become friends with one of my good friends, Darkbox. He also tried to get close to everyone else in our shared friend group at the time, and we could all immediately tell he wanted this for the fame. He wanted to be a part of our videos, he wanted to be able to say he was friends with famous YouTubers, all the most shallow reasons in the book to be friends with people who get a modest amount of online attention. It didn't really help that he was hard to understand either, not just in terms of poor grammar, but because he would always have the most insane leaps in logic I've ever seen. It was practically like if people were talking about the weather, he would assume they were talking about a truck. Now, that right there was a hyperbole, and I know some of you might be thinking his leaps in logic couldn't have possibly been that bad. Lucky for you, little starlings, I was able to find screenshots of one such leap in logic I witnessed firsthand on Twitter. On July 7th of 2019, I posted this art piece. This is a character named Strive from the Starlight Brigade music video by Twerp and the Knights of the Light Table, as imagined in the My Little Pony universe. I expanded on the Knights of the Light Table's Pony Strive sketch from their art stream. I gave him a rainbow star cutie mark and a horn because Dan likes unicorns. I hope you all like it.
If you compare Ashley J. Williams to Tori, or vice versa, I will beat you so hard in trade of a game, and a game world competition. I can own you instantly.
Are you high? Darkbox, you might want to come see this.
No, I'm not. Anyways, I'm sorry I snapped, but I just really hate it if someone shit or compare Ashley J. Williams to Tari from Metal Runner, and do not show that to Darkbox.
Tell me, starlings, did I mention any of those characters in my original post? Nope. I've never even played Meta Runner. I know literally nothing about it. This is how insane his leaps in logic were, and he would pull stuff like this all the time. Also, funny how you don't want Darkbox to see that, Lucy. It's almost like you don't want him to see when you're being a mean and stupid individual who he didn't want to work with. Anyways, looking back now, it's kind of funny to notice that he wouldn't like to see people shipping two characters who I can only assume are both female, because gosh golly darn it, wouldn't you know he also proved to be all kinds of LGBT plus phobic. Homophobic, transphobic, acephobic, You name the gender or sexuality that isn't cishet, he was phobic of it. I recall seeing a post from him saying that ace people were bad, not real, etc. It was shortly after he made that post that he was banned from the Dark Box Amino, as well as several other places associated with DB, and oh boy, did the floodgates of the things people had to add about Lucifer open. One of those things someone had to add included this screenshot of a conversation he was having in Discord, which included the following.
I was created by Jesus Christ himself, and I respect Jesus, I respect women, I respect people, I respect Earth, but no gay people. That's wrong.
Lucy. Boy. If you don't respect gay people, then guess what? You can't say you respect people. That's like saying you respect everyone except for minorities. That's not respecting everyone. Actually, that's basically exactly what you said, isn't it? Alright, check this out. Among some of the other things other people came forward with about him saying and doing things that have unfortunately been lost to the sands of time, they include pressuring Darkbox to play a game to make videos out of when he was in a time of deep depression, harassing other users in the Darkbox Amino in an attempt to use them to get back in after he had been banned, genuinely, not jokingly, genuinely saying that he had, quote, saved the multiverse, attempted to start a war between users in the Amino without informing anyone that it was intended to be a roleplay, leaving moderators and casual users alike confused and concerned as fuck about what the hell was going on. And my personal favorite, claiming he was a good person and attempting to back up his claim by sharing a selfie of himself at a Weird Al concert and saying that the selfie of him at the concert was proof that he's a good person. What? What the fuck? Another thing that he did that I have proof of happening at least one time after he was banned, though, was him attempting to sneak into places he was banned from on alternate accounts. I only have screenshots of one instance of this, but I do remember there were times where he would defend himself while pretending to be someone else, saying things like, "He's not that bad, you guys are just mean." Everyone quickly learned that anyone who would defend Lucifer was, in fact, Lucifer. Literally nobody else would ever attempt to defend him because they knew he was rotten and delusional. But anyway, here's this encounter I had with him during one such time of him sneaking back into one of the aminos he'd been banned from.
I'm sorry for overacting.
What is it you did exactly? Keep in mind, at the time, I wasn't aware it was him yet, but that was about to change very quickly.
I don't know. Please forgive me.
Funny how he's trying to apologize, but doesn't know what he's supposed to be apologizing for. Just goes to show he was only sorry he got in trouble, not for what he did. I've literally never heard of you before.
Hold on. I'm going to be your fan, but nobody hates me. They love me all the time.
At this point, I recognized the style of writing. You're not Lucifer, are you? I sent him a post I'd made that compiled everything he'd done. Unfortunately, the amino I posted it in has since been deleted, but let's continue. That Lucifer.
Oh, I already joined.
But are you that Lucifer?
Oh, God damn it.
You are, aren't you? You type the same way, and it wouldn't make sense for me to be upset at you otherwise.
Hell yes. I've subscribed to you on YouTube.
Aw, look at him trying to butter me up. Makes me sick.
Fuck, I didn't mean to say that.
At least you're honest. Kindly unsubscribe and fuck off. You are not welcome here ever again.
Why? I was just being nice to everybody.
Yeah, because pressuring people to make videos for your entertainment when they're depressed, being homophobic, and trying to worm your way into friend groups for the fame is so nice. You know what you did. I'm going to tell the mods about this immediately, and make a public post about this.
I never did anything.
Just goes to show he was never really sorry at all. After that, for the most part, things calmed down. He would occasionally be discovered snooping around where he shouldn't be, but every single time he was banned and blocked by everyone in the vicinity. There was a short period of time where on his YouTube channel he started making videos about Darkbox and his friends, including myself, where instead of kissing up to us like he used to, he would say horrible things about us and our art, calling us trash, saying our art was terrible, everything you'd expect from a spoiled brat who didn't get things to go their way. At some point, though, it seems his entire channel was deleted, so at least nobody will be able to listen to his nonsense anymore. Hey, Editor Mark here. At this point in the script, I had originally said it had been over a year since Lucifer had done anything, and that I hoped I'd never see him again. But guess who reared his ugly head in my Amino for the first time in over a year to get me to watch some stupid video? I don't know why he thought I'd have forgiven him by now. You can even see in the screenshot that he knows I don't like him, and yet he goes out of his way to contact me again after this long of a time. Like, bro, you are obsessed. Get a hobby, get some real-life friends, and get a brain while you're at it, will you? You are not fit for the internet in general, to be honest. You may be an adult. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that? He's over 18 and was over 18 when all that stuff before happened. And adult as he might be, he's probably the most immature, ignorant, and self-absorbed minds I have ever seen in my entire internet experience. Get off the internet, my man. It's about as bad for you as you are for it. Anyways, that's all of that story. Really quick though, before the video ends, I just want to share a few things. First of all, I just want to point out that I'm super close to 40,000 subscribers. I want to thank each and every one of you who have already subscribed, and if you've watched this whole video and decide to subscribe as well, thank you too. Once I hit 40k subs, I'll have a special milestone video, so I hope you're all excited for that. Second, I'd like to remind you all that I have merch on TeePublic. There's all kinds of cool designs to choose from, and TeePublic has frequent sales, so be sure to check the site for discounts often. Any little purchase helps me to create more content, from the smallest sticker to the biggest tapestry, and all the shirts, masks, posters, and everything else in between. You can find the link to my TeePublic through my link tree, which will be in the description. Finally, I'd like to give a huge thank you to Darkbox for providing the voice of Lucifer. You all know him as Springtrap from my Percy and Springtrap series, and if you haven't yet, I want to encourage you to subscribe to his channel as well. That's all for now, my little starlings. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment on the video with your thoughts, and share this video with your friends. This has been Mark Maker, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out!